We've been duped. How we Republicans let the elites and MAGA damn us all. We Republicans used to stand for something. Limited government, personal responsibility, the Constitution. A strong America that didn't grovel to anyone. We were the backbone of this country. Farmers, workers, soldiers, small business owners who believed in the promise of liberty and the grit to defend it. But somewhere along the line, we let ourselves get played. Not just by the coastal elites we've always despised, but by our own. By a golden-haired con man and his MAGA circus. We've been brainwashed, and worse, we've done it to ourselves. As Americans, we've damned the country we love, and Trump's broken promises and flat-out lies are the nails in the coffin. Look at us. We're supposed to be the party of fiscal restraint, but under Trump, the deficit ballooned $7. $8 trillion added to the national debt in 4 years. Where was the outrage from our side? We screamed bloody murder when Obama spent a dime, but when Trump handed out tax cuts to billionaires and left Main Street with crumbs, we cheered like trained seals. That 2017 tax bill promised us jobs and growth. 4% GDP, they said. We barely scraped 2.5% before COVID hit. Corporations got fat, bought back their own stock, and the working stiffs got a pat on the head. That's not Republican. It's a Wall Street wet dream. And jobs? I'll bring back manufacturing, he said. Coal's coming back. Lies. Manufacturing stagnated, lost 154,000 jobs in his last year alone, pre-pandemic. Coal? Dead and buried, while China laughed and built solar panels we should have been making. We're the party of energy independence, right? So why'd Trump cozy up to Saudi oil barons and let Russia manipulate markets? Our farmers got crushed by his trade wars. Billions in bailouts just to survive tariffs he swore China would pay. That's not strength. That's screwing the heartland we claim to champion. Then there's the border. We've been hollering about illegal immigration since Reagan, and Trump promised a wall, big, beautiful, paid for by Mexico. What did we get? A measly 52 miles of new fencing, and we footed the bill, $15 billion of our money. Meanwhile, illegal crossings spiked in 2019 higher than Obama's worst years. He didn't fix it. He turned it into a reality show. Republicans used to demand results, not photo ops. Now we swallow theatrics and call it victory. Law and order? Don't make me laugh. January 6th was the gut punch. We're the party that backs the blue, respects the flag, honors the Capitol. Trump egged on a mob that smeared blood on those halls, beat cops with our own stars and stripes, and tried to overturn an election we lost fair and square. He called them patriots. That's not Republican, that's treason wrapped in red hats. And we let it slide, too scared of his Twitter tantrums to call it what it was. The elites, Hollywood, big tech, the swamp, played their part, sure. They've been shoving their woke garbage down our throats, censoring us, mocking our values. But we didn't need their help to lose our way. We handed the keys to Trump and MAGA, thinking they'd drain the swamp. Instead, they filled it with grifters, Manafort, Bannon, Giuliani, sucking us dry while we waved our flags. We bought the outsider shtick from a New York playboy who wouldn't last a day on our farms or in our factories. He promised to burn it all down, but all he burned was us. What about life? We're supposed to protect the unborn, but Trump's a flip-flopper who'd say anything for applause. He was pro-choice till it didn't suit him. Now he's the savior of the movement? Please. His Supreme Court picks were solid. I'll give him that, but don't pretend it's principle. He'd trade Roe for a ratings bump in a heartbeat. And guns? We're the Second Amendment party, but his bump stock ban and take the guns first, due process later line showed he doesn't get it. He's not one of us. He's a city slicker playing dress-up. We've been sleepwalking. The elites didn't brainwash us, our own desperation did. We were so mad at the left, so sick of losing, we hitched our wagon to a carnival barker who'd sell his soul for a headline. MAGA isn't saving America. It's a cult chewing through everything we built. Trump's not our warrior, he's our damnation, a mirror of our worst impulses. We let him lie about election fraud, COVID cures, fixing healthcare with no plan. We let him break every promise that mattered, and we clapped for it. This isn't just about the party, it's about the country. We're Americans first, and we've let this madness fracture us. Republicans used to lead with spine, not grovel to a loudmouth. We've got to wake up, shake off the spell, and take back what's ours. The elites didn't ruin us. MAGA didn't ruin us. We did. And if we don't reckon with that, the America we love, the one our granddads fought for, won't survive. By Scott Young, aka Sinfamous Gamer. The Legal Ledger, Trump's accusations, convictions, and pending cases. Donald Trump, the 45th and now 47th President of the United States, has faced a barrage of legal challenges, civil and criminal, spanning decades. From his pre-presidential business dealings to his post-2020 election actions, the accusations pile high. fraud, sexual misconduct, election interference, and mishandling classified documents. As of March 14, 2025, he's been convicted in one major criminal case, found liable in civil suits, and still faces unresolved matters. Critics argue his sway over a sympathetic government and judiciary stacked with loyalists has kept the full weight of justice at bay. Here's the rundown. Convictions: falsifying business records, New York State, May 30, 2024. Accusation: Trump was charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to conceal a $130,000 hush money payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. Prosecutors alleged he misrepresented reimbursements to his lawyer Michael Cohen as legal fees, violating state election laws by hiding an illegal campaign contribution. Outcome: convicted on all 34 counts after a 6-week trial. Sentenced January 10, 2025 to an unconditional discharge. No jail, no probation, no fines. Despite a possible 4-year sentence per count, the lenient outcome fuels claims of judicial favoritism. Status: Trump remains a felon, vowing to appeal. Critics point to Judge Juan Merchan's ties to New York's legal establishment and Trump's political clout as softening the blow. Civil liabilities: E. Jean Carroll, defamation and sexual abuse, Federal Court, 2023-2024. Accusation: writer E. Jean Carroll alleged Trump sexually assaulted her in a department store dressing room in the 1990s. After he denied it and called her a liar, she sued for defamation. A second suit added battery claims. Outcome: May 2023 jury found Trump liable for sexual abuse and defamation, awarding $5 million. January 2024, a second defamation verdict hit him with $83.3 million. Total $88.3 million in damages. Status: appeals ongoing. Trump's team cites his presidential immunity, but the Supreme Court's July 2024 ruling, official acts immune, unofficial not, complicates his defense. Critics say his appointed judges slow walk challenges. Trump Organization fraud, New York State, December 6, 2022. Accusation: the Trump Organization faced 17 criminal charges, including tax fraud, for off-the-books perks to executives like Allen Weisselberg. Trump wasn't personally charged but was implicated. Outcome: convicted on all counts, fined $1.6 million. Weisselberg got 5 months in jail. Status: closed. No further pursuit of Trump himself, raising eyebrows about selective prosecution under a GOP-friendly system. New York civil fraud case, New York State, February 16, 2024. Accusation: Attorney General Letitia James sued Trump, his adult sons, and the Trump Organization for inflating asset values by billions to secure favorable loans and tax breaks over a decade. Outcome: liable for fraud, ordered to pay $364 million plus $100 million interest. Trump barred from leading New York companies for 3 years, sons for 2. Status: on appeal. Skeptical appellate judges in September 2024 hint at a potential reversal, possibly due to Trump's influence in a state with his appointees in key roles. Dismissed or dropped criminal cases, federal election interference, Washington, D.C., August 1, 2023. Accusation: Special Counsel Jack Smith charged Trump with 4 felonies. Conspiracy to defraud the U.S., obstructing Congress's January 6 certification, and depriving voters' rights, tied to his 2020 election subversion, including the Capitol riot. Outcome: dropped November 25, 2024 after Trump's re-election. DOJ policy shields sitting presidents from prosecution. Status: dismissed without prejudice. Charges could return post-presidency. Smith's 165-page filing claimed evidence was overwhelming, but Trump's stacked Supreme Court 6-3 ruling on immunity and loyal DOJ appointees killed it. Classified documents, Florida, June 9, 2023. Accusation: 40 felony counts under the Espionage Act and obstruction laws for retaining classified documents at Mar-a-Lago and thwarting FBI retrieval. Trump allegedly showed secret military plans to unauthorized people. Outcome: dismissed July 15, 2024 by Judge Aileen Cannon, Trump appointee, who ruled Smith's appointment unconstitutional. Appeal dropped November 25, 2024, post-election status dead. Critics slam Cannon's bias and Trump's judicial picks as a shield against accountability. Pending criminal cases. Georgia election interference, Georgia State, August 14, 2023. Accusation: 13 felony counts, later 10, including racketeering for conspiring to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. Infamous call to find 11,680 votes sparked DA Fani Willis's probe.